what was going on there that it sort of threw off the rest of the whole thing there. But anyway, he has now signed it and left. And to discuss, I want to bring in Isaac Wright. He's former executive director for Correct the Record Super PAC, the principal pro-Clinton Super PAC in 2016, and Ed Rollins, who was campaign manager for Ronald Reagan in 1984. Gentlemen, thanks to both of you for joining us. Isaac, what's your reaction to this plan that undoes a lot of, a lot of the regulation that was around Obamacare, allowing associations to form, allowing people to buy across state lines? What do you think?
Listen to Donald Trump talk about trying to make your health care better is wow. It's kind of like listening to a used car salesman try to convince you to buy a steering wheel for a mule. It doesn't add up, and all you know for sure is he doesn't have your best interest at heart. This plan will strip away the protections that Obamacare included to make sure that people have minimum coverage standards, that people can't be thrown off their health care for pre-existing conditions and that those have to be covered, and that they can't have lifetime caps that if you get sick, the insurance suddenly says, oh, well, we've covered enough, you're done for the day.
Isaac,
so
I actually didn't hear, I haven't heard any adjustments to those portions of the plans at all. All he talked about was going across state lines, forming associations, and the fact that people can buy stripped down plans if they want to, referring to the 28 million people who aren't buying insurance right now because it's too expensive.
So you did actually hear it. That's what the healthcare associations that he's talking about are. That's the principle of them. They circumvent the regulations that require to cover those things. That's exactly what you heard. That's pretty much all he talked about was that and the short-term plans, which the other
Ed,
is the other in runaround.
Do you agree with
exactly what
Isaac's interpretation of what we both heard? Because I think we were listening to different press conferences. Ed, what's your interpretation?
Not at all. I mean, obviously he came in with his talking points, and his talking points aren't relative. The Affordable Care Act is what Obamacare is called, is not affordable. And to a lot of small businesses, a lot of people who work for small businesses, they can't afford it, and the premiums have gone up dramatically. The Congress has not fixed it and will not fix it for the foreseeable future. And my sense is the President, by executive order, has ordered his agencies, Labor and Health and Human Services and Treasury and other agencies, to try and basically fix a system that basically people can't basically afford today. And I think the vast majority of Americans who don't have insurance today, can't afford insurance today, will benefit immeasurably by this until such a time as the Congress fixes the whole package.
Isaac, healthy people are not buying insurance. I think that everybody agrees on that. That's the stats. They don't want to buy it because it's too expensive or because they don't think they need it. So there isn't enough money in the system to keep it going. How would you fix that problem, if not with this? How would you fix that?
Well, first, I want to respond to something Ed said. I hope when this is over, he can Google real quick and see how those associations work, and that the point of them is that they circumvent those laws.
We're going to continue to disagree on that, and we'll all Google later. Why don't you answer the question I gave you?
Yeah, going to your point about how this is going to sabotage health care. This is another step because you're going to pull the younger, healthier people out of the insurance marketplace and put them onto cheaper plans that offer less coverage. Junk plans, basically, is the news.
But how would you solve that? Because they're already not buying plans. How would you solve that? More taxpayer dollars? Or how do you solve the problem? There isn't enough money in the system because the healthy people aren't buying.
Well, I think the same problem came up with Medicaid Advantage, and then a Republican President, George W. Bush, and a Republican Congress passed subsidies to increase it temporarily until it was stabilized.
So taxpayer dollars is the answer.
And then President Obama pulled those taxpayer dollars back, and it saved the federal government taxpayer money overall.
I wish we had more time.
We should have Republicans today as smart as we did back then who were able to fix it.
We got to go. I think we all agree the only way to save this would be more of your dollars out there, viewers. Thank you so much. Thanks to both of you. Sorry it was so short.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, fire officials warn the